Did you get the? Okay, recording has started. Welcome. I'm Tony Diaz, the Eastern PA HMIS Administrator, and today we're going to go over referral results for rapid rehousing, permanent supportive housing, and permanent housing in HMIS. This presentation is being recorded and will be posted to the PA HMIS training folder in ClientTrack, the Pennsylvania COC website, and will also be sent out in a dedicated email with a link to the recording. In addition, we're going to be sending out a quick train sheet that will also be posted in the HMIS training folder tab in ClientTrack. So if you accepted an invite to this meeting, then you will receive the quick train sheet. You can also download it from the training folder in ClientTrack. So thank you for joining today. We appreciate your time, and we'll try to make this as best as we can while we share our time together. So we have on today a couple of presenters along with myself. And if you haven't had a chance to meet these guys, you should at your earliest opportunity. Jason Alexander, our coordinated entry manager and consultant, the driving mechanism behind our coordinated entry program. He's been with us for a great number of years, and we certainly appreciate his expertise. Also, we have George Payne, our HMIS project manager, who has many years working in HMIS and all along the homeless management system, from NOFOs to point-in-time counts to HMIS. He's well-rounded with much knowledge, and we certainly welcome him here. And I think he's actually coming up on a year now that he's been with us. And then, of course, myself, the Eastern PA HMIS admin. So the purpose of today's training is to prepare you to receive and result rapid rehousing referrals, permanent supportive housing referrals, and permanent housing referrals. So the reason that we're doing this is because the Eastern COC is moving from what is called moving to a push system and moving away from what is called a pull system. So in the past, as I'm sure everybody here is aware, you would go to the by name list and pull your next client off of the by name list. In the new push system, those referrals will be sent to you. And then you will evaluate the client, and if it's a good fit for your program, they meet your eligibility criteria, and they're willing to participate with you, then you can admit them into your program. So that's the difference. No longer pulling off the BNL. We're now going to have referrals pushed out. And just as a reminder from the coordinated entry policies and procedures, PA HMIS participating Eastern PA continuum of care service providers may not enroll a household into any HUD, ESG, or COC funded project unless or until the whole household has received an appropriate coordinated entry intake from an official Eastern PA continuum of care call center or access site. CE specialist. In addition, Home ARP will use coordinated entry to accept referrals in accordance with the services they are delivering unless PA-DCED has approved an exception. So Home ARP is a new program that DCED is launching. And even though it's mostly under community development. They are um, going to be doing some homelessness housing with their community development, and so they will also be using our by name list to fill those homes. Households can only access the COC's rapid rehousing and permanent supportive housing programs by contacting the coordinated entry call center 211 or visiting a regional coordinated entry access site for intake assessment and placement on the by name list in PA HMIS. So just a couple of reminders there about the funding obligations. Okay, so now we have a question. How will coordinated entry managers know when to send a referral? So the way it's going to work is that in the Eastern COC, the coordinated entry managers, there's one manager for each RAB, will be sending out the referrals on your behalf to you. And the way that they're going to know when it's time to send a referral for your housing project is when provider agencies fill out a form and request a referral. So there's going to be a Google form and there's going to be a dedicated email that Jason and the coordinated entry team will be sending out to folks that will allow you to request a referral. So when you have an open bed, you fill out the form, you send it into your CE manager, and they send you the referral. Question, why are HUD coordinated entry event results so important? So the reason that these are important is to stay in compliance with HUD. This is something that HUD wants us to do. This is something that's important for the coordinated entry APR. And it also is very important to help us for planning and providing to the community. So everything we can do to track where the homelessness is and how it's being addressed allows us to better serve the community. What it means to get an email notification. So when a coordinated entry manager sends a referral, they will have the option to include an email notification by clicking a box. This is a sample of what the email notification looks like. This is one that I sent to myself. It says 550 has been referred to your organization for services in PA HMIS. Please log in to your provider dashboard in HMIS to accept or reject the referral. So this is kind of a heads up just to let you know that there is a new referral on your provider dashboard. And this is how they will come in. You'll see they'll come in from relay@clienttrack.com. It'll say ClientTrack by Ecovia. Ecovia is the vendor who is responsible for the ClientTrack platform. So if you do see these come into your email, they are legitimate emails. And if you check your referral dashboard, provider dashboard, and have not received any emails, you may want to check your junk or your spam folder and just make sure that they're allowed in. Okay, now it's time for the live demo. Okay, so give me 1 second here to switch gears. Okay, so now I'm in the training environment. There's no PII. There's no PII in here. These are all fake clients with fake information. So when you log into HMIS, the first thing you're going to do is this is the teal workspace navigation pane, and you want to come down here to the third one, it's labeled as providers. When you click on this providers, it's going to take you to this page. If you come to this page and you see an error or something's wrong here signed, that generally means that you're just not logged into the right organization that you're trying to see the dashboard for. It shouldn't be a problem for anybody unless you have more than one organization. When you come here and you want to find your provider, you can just start typing in the name and hit enter, and then the providers will come up and you click on it, and it takes you to what we call the provider dashboard information page, the provider identification information page. Here it's going to list your provider name, your address, your zip code, the phone number, and the referral email address. So this referral email address right here is where the email will go. So when the coordinated entry manager sends the referral, it has to go to an email. Whoever's email this is the person that will receive that email. And we'll talk about that here in a few minutes at the end. The dashboards are going to be viewable here in the next day or two. You can go in there and look, and if you want to change this person, if there's somebody that new that needs to be assigned, you can certainly email us and we will make that change for you. From here, you go to the provider dashboard. This is where you will actually fill out your referrals. Now on the provider dashboard, it's kind of broken up. We don't use the waiting list. But here again, you have your training example, organization, provider agency dashboard information. Here you have your provider services list. Now, most of you will only have like one service listed, whether it's rapid rehousing or PSH or other. For the purposes of training, I went ahead and put all three services into this one dashboard. Up here, well, these services are what determine your eligibility to receive a referral, okay? So whatever service is listed in this box is what you will get referrals for. And we will be, right now, these are all turned off. We'll be turning them on before this goes live on the 9th. So we still have some time. Quickly across the top here, we got the human icon. If you click on this, it's going to take you to the client's dashboard. Here we have the circle on the check. If you click on this, it's going to allow you to result this referral. You have the client ID here, and then the client's name, the service that's being requested, the referral date. As far as acknowledged appointment date, you don't have to worry about those for these referrals. What we're concerned with is the result date and the HUD CE event result. Referral outcome, CE event number, we're not really concerned about with these referrals. The most important thing is the result date and the HUD CE event result. So to complete one of these, you click on your circle with the check, and it takes you to this page. You're going to come here to CE event result, enter your result, and the date will automatically be added for you. Now, when I click finish, it's going to flag me and say location of crisis housing or permanent housing referral project is a required field. So then I'm going to come up here to this referral process line, and I'm going to click on referral. You can also do this before you fill out your result, and I'll show you that. You come down here, it'll be in a red box. You just click down on it, choose your project. And by choose your project, I mean the project that the client is being considered for, or was considered for, accepted into. So whatever project you were looking at that client for, if it was your rapid rehousing project, you know, that would be the one that you choose. Once you have done that, you come back and you click next. And I'm sorry. And next again. In the finish page. And you hit finish, and then you'll see back on your dashboard that this one was completed. So when it looks like this, you have your result date and your HUD-CE event result, then you're fine. We'll do one more here. And I always do the referral outcome first, just to see if it's going to take it. So let's do that, and we'll say, oh, sorry, let's see event, and we'll say this one was successful. And finish, and we're going to get that flag again. We'll just come here to referral, choose our project, and then hit next. And next again, and finish. And that's all there is to it. It's really quick and easy.